Hi everyone, welcome back to another mukbang. So today I'm back with McDonald's breakfast because it is very early right now. And recently I've been just really craving a lot of American like sandwiches or burger. Even last night, Tongyang and I went on this really cute casual date to this hamburger place in front of our apartment, and it was just really fun. We walked like 2 blocks. I'm just craving a lot of buns, so I can't. I'm back. I'm back with McDonald's breakfast, everyone's favorite. Kind of. I don't know. It's my favorite. There's sausage in here. So I have this big breakfast with hot cakes, pancakes. It comes with the syrup, and I have my sausage burrito, which comes with hot sauce, hot picante. And then I got 2 hash browns, and this is egg sausage McMuffin, right? And then this one is steak bagel. So good. Oh my god, this is like one of my favorite. You know what? I'm not gonna lie, it got small. Like I remember a couple of years ago, the meat will be like falling down. Like it will be like much bigger than itself. But now it's cute. So good job, McDonald's. And I have my apples. I had to eat an apple in the morning before I eat anything else. No. I do have extra hot sauce on the side. They gave me some ketchup. And I have my iced coffee. That's good. Okay. I'm gonna get my ketchup. Put some over eggs. Just want some right now. Do you guys put ketchup in your eggs or salt and pepper? Oh my god, so good. Let's put one more ketchup to my hash. So cute. I remember as a kid when my parents got us breakfast with hash browns, we were only allowed to have one, or they only got us one. And I loved hash browns. Now I'm okay with it. I'm not like too much in love, but back then I loved hash browns. So I remember eating that just a little at a time. It would be like save the best for the last. That was my hash brown. I don't know why I did that. I don't know what it is. I've been so into breakfast food. Even last weekend, actually. Oh my god, it was last weekend already? Time is flying. Before I know it, I'm gonna be 30. Anyways, even last weekend, I went out for breakfast. We ordered so much food. Mm. I personally like filming mukbang alone. I mean, I should. I am going to have Tong, my husband, in my video later. Not right now. I don't want him in my videos right now. I do enjoy his company because we're constantly talking. Yeah. It's fun, but overall, I just like filming alone. Also, but it just sometimes when I'm filming alone, it's not that I feel awkward talking to the camera. It's just you are literally talking to yourself. So you have to consistently like continue the conversation. Like it's so much effort in a way. Because if you're talking to somebody, like they bounce back well, and then the conversation just goes so smoothly. I honestly want to film another McDonald's tomorrow. McDonald's has this new spicy chicken tenders. I want to try. I might save my coffee for later. Trying to enjoy every bite of the sausage burrito. I think McDonald's is just so convenient, it's delicious, but it does taste the best on the road. Or when you're traveling. And eating at home is like it's good, but it's not as it just tastes so much better when you're driving. Airport, not as much. Like stopping if you're driving like long distance. I really think McDonald's is ready to go. I'm not gonna eat this. Oh my god, it's so tiny. It used to be much bigger. Okay, like I know it's not that like I had smaller hands back then or anything. It wasn't even that long ago. Wow, this guy's so tiny. Wait, if you guys never had this before until like recently, okay, the meat used to be like it was overflowing, but wow, this is tiny. I bet a lot of you guys can agree this with me. Wow. Now you were able to taste the meat so much before. I cannot believe they just. Cause I don't. This is like $6. At least lower the price. So, today's question. Today's question. Write about the time you felt guilty. When did I feel guilty? The recent one I could think of is when I took that break from YouTube for like about a month. And during that time, I was like buying stuff. Not like I was buying plants. The plants that I buy are right now. I'm not buying any mature plants. They're all baby. They're like just starting to grow. I like those, and I think it just fits my house right now, apartment right now, until I move to a bigger place. Then I can buy bigger ones. But these plants cost average $4-6, unless they're kind of the rare kinds, very specific kind. Those can cost up to like $4. The recent one that I got was Hoya, and that one was $14, and it's in really good condition. But it's not, it's like sometimes it's cheaper than buying a coffee at Starbucks. And when I went out to buy a plant, I feel so guilty. During that break, I wasn't really, I was making money because my videos are still up. But, I wasn't making any content. So that equals not making money. So I felt guilty spending money when I wasn't doing anything. To make it worse, so Tong works a lot. Sometimes, I think even last week or 2 weeks ago, within like less than 2 weeks, he worked over 100 hours. So, some days, like today, he left really early in the morning. Let's say he left at like 8 o'clock today. He's not gonna be back until like 1 or 2 in the morning. So, he works hard. He's tired, And here I am, not working, not filming, and even though like some people might say like, oh, like a plant, it's like $4, so cheap. I still felt very guilty. Come here. Come. This way. Come here. Come here, man. Come here. No, other way. Because the last thing that I want to be to Tong is a burden. I feel like he has a lot of burden in his life. And I know I am, in a way, a burden to him, you know, from time to time. Or vice versa. You know what I mean? I just don't want to be a burden to him. And during that couple of weeks, I just felt like I was mooching off of him. I don't know, it didn't feel too great. I mean, it felt great at the same time because I really needed that break. And I felt bad that it just happens around that time. So felt guilty. I feel guilty a lot. And sometimes I try to kind of make myself feel better. I don't know if this is a good way to do it. But when I feel guilty, I try to think like, because I don't want to feel that way. So I try to think to myself, you know, like it's okay. Other people are worse or bad. I'm nothing compared to that. Because I feel guilty about small things, to be honest. Like, I don't think to some people it might be a big deal, but I feel like these days, I feel like it's not something to feel guilty over. But I do. And it makes me feel like shit. But I don't think it's an ideal way to make myself feel better by comparing myself to other bad people. Like, I don't want to do that either, but at the same time, I don't want to feel guilty. So what do I do? I don't think you can come that way. I mean, I think you have to come that way. That way. Go through that way. That way. Come here. Come here. Guys, don't trip. Hi, booby. Mm. Oh. Another thing I feel guilty for is when I stay out too long. I just don't like having Amit alone at home. Like, no more than like 6 hours. And I heard that, well, depending on the breed, they could stay up alone up to like 8-9 hours, but I don't know. Even that's too long. So usually, either I come home early, or depending on what I'm doing or where I am, I try to bring Amit around. And I just hate the idea of, you know, thinking Ahmed's just literally home doing nothing. All he's doing is waiting. I know part of it he sleeps, part of it he's just waiting. So that kind of makes me feel a little sad. Oh, I feel guilty when I don't recycle. Isn't it just me? When it's something like clearly like recyclable, and when I just don't care and throw it out. I haven't done that in a while because I would usually like take, because sometimes I'm like really lazy and just throw it in the garbage can. I'm like, no, I shouldn't do that. So I always take it out and put it back in the plastic, my recycling bag. But when I don't recycle, you guys should all recycle. I feel so guilty. I also feel guilty. I litter. I don't even know if I should be saying this because I feel like, but sometimes I do litter, okay? Very rarely because I just don't have any other option. So I litter and I feel really shit about it. But what's more scary is I feel like crap at the moment and I forgot about it next second. As if nothing happened. And life goes on. I think feeling guilty is a nasty feeling. And I think it's controllable, of course. Okay, you learn as you grow up. But for me, by 29 years old, I should know stuff that like makes me guilty, like what I can do to not to feel that way. So it's definitely controllable. But I have felt, okay, this is another, I guess I feel a little guilty that I feel guilty that I want some people that I really dislike to live rest of their life feeling guilty. There are just a couple of people that I don't like. And I don't want to say hate because hate is such a strong, violent word, I guess. But I have been feeling that way here and there lately. Like I want him or her to feel guilty for rest of their life for what they did. I don't know. For moments, I have moments like that. But it's, it's a horrible thing to live with. Feeling guilty and all that. So I think I say that because, I am horrible in that way. But like for me, I think I strive every day trying to live my life not feeling guilty. Kind of open plate every day. Not necessarily forget about what you did. You should learn from it and you should acknowledge it. But feeling guilty is In a way, I feel like putting yourself down a little. So every day of my life, I think I feel guilty a little bit every day. I don't want to make it like, oh, it never happened. I'm not gonna like think about it, talk about it. I want to be like strong enough to accept it, but at the same time like move on. Be okay to talk about it. There were a couple of things that bothered me and I kept from Tong. Like stuff that So like Tong is a very, very honest person. He usually tells me everything. Well, to the point where he doesn't filter at all. So I know that he's the type of he can't lie. He just can't lie. So he's very honest with me. He's very true to himself. He's been that way, very consistent. But for me, there are things that I hid from him. There are certain stuff that I hid from him in the beginning of the relationship and like something later of the relationship when we developed more personalities in our relationship. It made me feel guilty because I felt like it's something. There are things that I feel like he shouldn't know. It's just better that way. Or something that I just don't have to talk about. Like I'm not hiding from him, but it's just something that I don't have to really bring up. There are certain things that I felt like, oh, he should know. He should know, and I never really talked about it. And I felt like shit. Like it's something inside me that I just wanted to let it out. So I tried. I really tried. I wanted to be a brave person, so I just brought it up. I just said it. I just spit it out. And he took it a lot better than I expected, which I was so thankful for because I'm like, okay, now it's off my chest. I said what I wanted to say, and he knows. It's nothing like too bad. It's not like, oh, I cheated on you. It's nothing like that. It just, it's just something about me that I wanted him to know. But he knows a lot about me that other people have no clue on. He knows a lot about me. It's shocking. But he still loves me. One thing I realize every day about Tong, he has such a short temper. He's like, oh, his temperament. This guy has no patience whatsoever. He gets angry so quick. He gets worked up so fast. Like not everything, but there's certain things that gets to him and it gets to him. But good thing is, yes, he gets worked up and angry, but it's that easy to calm him down too. So I guess it's okay. To some people, it might be a deal breaker, but not for me. It's fine. I think it's because I don't get angry that easily. I don't take it. I could tolerate it. And even this morning, he could have had a bad rest of the day at work, but I didn't want him to feel that way. So what happened was, yesterday, I used the car by myself. So our parking garage has multiple floors. And I parked on the floor that he usually never parks because there's no parking. But I found a parking spot, so I parked there. But I didn't tell him, he didn't ask me. So this morning when he needed the car to go to work, he didn't know where it was. And he called me, but my phone is on the night mode. And I forgot to turn that off because every night before I sleep, I just put it in the night mode so I don't get any alerts or anything. He was calling me. Obviously, I was doing something. I was like putting my makeup on, like I don't know. I was doing something, so I didn't see my phone. And I guess that really like got him angry because he went through almost every floor that he usually parks on, and there wasn't the car. So after like trying multiple times, he decided to go to the floor that he usually never parks, and he found the car. So he was just really angry how I didn't pick up the phone call and I didn't respond to the text. So that see, it's not a really big deal to some people, but to Tong, he that's just his personality. That's just you know, that's it, his personality. And he got so worked up. He was angry. Well, also, it's kind of his fault too because he thought he was late to work, but it's funny because he actually went an hour early because he got mixed up in his head. But so it just got him angry. Like, I'm late to work. I couldn't buy my car. So I called him a little later. He didn't pick up. I'm like, oh, he's angry. I let him be for a little bit. And I called him again. I tried again. Like, I don't want him to have a bad day. Okay? Like, he has a long day to go. I don't want him to be angry. Second time I call, he picks up his phone. He's like, what? Typical. No, back then I would be like actually kind of scared. Like, oh, are you okay? I'm so sorry. But no, we've been together for like 6 years. Okay. So he's like, what? I'm like, I love you. He's like, what do you want? I'm like, I love you. And then he was like, kind of going like, do you know what I had to do this morning? I'm telling. Okay, I know it's not a big deal, but just that's him. Okay. He like hates waste. I mean, I guess everybody does. He's wasting energy on stuff that like that was totally planned or like didn't need to happen. So he was telling me like, you know, why did I have to do this morning? I went to like 4th floor, 5th floor. I went back to 3rd floor. I went back up to 4th floor. You know what I had to do? In the last floor I checked. Why'd you even park there, kind of thing? I'm like, I love you. He's like, no, you don't. But we giggled it off. So he's a little happy guy. I made sure. You know, just if I give in a little bit, he'll just give in too. But if I don't give in, if I called back saying like, it was not my fucking fault that you didn't check the 2nd floor, we're like, whatever, and then he would have just hung up on me or something. Bad day for him, bad day for me. So that's what happened this morning. Okay guys, I'm going to end the video here today. I hope you guys enjoyed today's mukbang. If you guys did, make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more videos. And make sure to check out the description box and check out the KAMIKOTO knife. Use the code KEEMI and get $50 off at the checkout. And enter the giveaway. We have one more video coming this Sunday. And that should conclude this week's Starbucks gift card giveaway. So make sure to enter that, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Happy weekend! Bye guys!